it's Mark. I am the Sanderson collector, and today I have my Koloss Head-Munching Day wish list. There are 7 books that I need to feel like I have really filled out and finished my US edition collection, or my main collection, although one of these books is a UK edition, so I guess to have filled out and finished my English language first edition, rare edition copies set of Sanderson books. If you know where one of them is, I have a mailbox. And if you have one and you'd rather trade it, I have a bunch of books that I have reserved for awesome trades like this, or I would be happy to send some money your way. So please, if you have one of these and are willing to part with it, please let me know. Starting our list off at number 8 is the hardcover of Cardinalities. Cardinalities was an anthology done for a charity profit for Dave Farland's son when he had a skiing accident. It has the story Firstborn in it by Brandon at the back. You can see Brandon's name here on the back. This is a paperback copy. In addition to this paperback copy, which is limited to 120 copies, they did a hardcover, which they sold at LTUB. I believe it was limited to 100 copies, and I would be more than happy to trade a paperback and some money in order to get one of those hardcovers. Moving on to number 7, we're getting into the arcs with the advanced reader copy for Alcatraz versus the Knights of Crystalia. This one comes from the original publication of the books by Scholastic. I don't know why this one is so hard to find. I have seen multiples of all of the other Scholastic book arcs pop up, but not Crystalia. This is the last regular arc that I need, so please, if you know where one is, let me know. Why is this one so hard to find? At number 6, I have a blue arc for Legion, and I have a cover art arc for Legion Skin Deep, and I have found out, thanks to my friend Dave, that there is a blue arc in the style of Legion for Legion Skin Deep. I don't know why there's 2 arcs. We asked the publisher, and he said, I don't remember. But if you know where one of those blue Legion Skin Deep arcs is, please let me know, because I need that to finish out my set of Legion arcs now. Moving on to number 5, I have found out that there is a UK proof copy of Steelheart. This is the UK Steelheart arc. There is also a proof that does not have the cover art and looks like this. I saw this one at the Dragonsteel convention for the first time and realized it's a thing, and now I need it. Give me that book! That is the only UK excursion on our list, but it is not the only Steelheart book that I need. In the US, we have the regular Steelheart arc, which looks like this. Then there's a proof copy in the US as well. It is black, has no cover art, looks like this. These were printed up by Dragonsteel to build hype and publicity for the book, and I would really, really love to have one of these copies as well. I need both the UK proof and the US proof to finish out my Steelheart set. Moving into the last 3, we're getting out of arcs and into completely insane stuff. At number 3, we have the advanced bound manuscript of Elantris. Advanced bound manuscripts are kind of proof copies that are put out just for other authors to give blurbs to a book before the book itself is out. Here you can see the regular advanced reader copy for The Way of Kings, plus the advanced bound manuscript for The Way of Kings, which has this nice little bound book with no cover art, and this is something they did for some of Sanderson's early books. Here's the advanced reader copy of Elantris. There is an advanced bound manuscript, which is yellow. I have seen it. I know it exists. I don't know where to get one. I don't know how to get one. I need one. If you have information on one, as always, let me know. These last 2 are a bit of a pie in the sky. I'm aware of this, but I am still hunting them down. If you have information, I will follow through with it. I will follow up. I will do my best to find these books. So the last 2 books on my list are not actually advanced reader copies. They are Thesis copies. For the first one, Elantris, which we just looked at the advanced bound manuscript of, was published as Brandon's thesis in college. It was his graduate thesis, and he essentially got a passing grade because the book had sold to a publisher at that point. I have seen a copy of this in Brandon's library, and I know there are other copies out there, and I would absolutely love to have this one as an addition to my collection. Coming in at number 1 on my most wanted, most impossible list is another thesis copy, Brandon's undergraduate thesis, Dragonsteel. This one is notorious because there is a copy in the library at BYU that a handful of people have read, and I have seen at least one copy of this out in the wild. I would absolutely love to have this one in my collection. Dragonsteel is going to be Brandon's curiosity for the Words of Radiance Kickstarter next year, I do believe, and so I'm really hoping that kind of frees up one of these copies of the thesis, and just I would love to be able to have one of these as such a cool artifact, one of the first books Brandon wrote before he was published, but kind of was published because it was his thesis. It's something I would absolutely be flabbergasted if I was able to get in my collection. So if you have any information or any leads on one of these, please let me know. I am willing to spend a good bit of money on any and every one of these, and I have several books that I am willing to trade that are considered rare books or very cool books. Which one of these books would you most like to have in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave me a like, and if you want to catch future videos, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. I will be back very soon with my giveaway for Koloss Head-Munching Day, just because I am waiting for one more book to show up in the mail, and then that will happen. And until then, happy collecting.